Mother of God, Itagaki. Very amusing, but how exactly? Will you tell fans Jack's win was just a coma dream? Like Che Guevara's against Oliva? You have to think about these things before doing them, because every trolling has its consequences. Now, seriously? Friends, fans, followers, and even those tougher than an adamantium moai who have no idea how they found this video. I'm pleased to announce that indeed, Jack motherfucking Hanma has defeated Nomi no Sukune against all damn odds. It seems like that bastard Itagaki has been listening and trolled us all with the fight's conclusion. I'll explain why I think this in a bit. In any case, as for the fight, it was complete madness. At times it kept shifting in favor of Jack or Sukune, but not exactly because the fight was evenly matched, not at all. Jack has destroyed, and I mean literally destroyed, Sukune. Basically, Sukune didn't stand a chance against this Jack. Hanma came out of this fight almost without a scratch. Or, well, at least he came out in one piece. We know Jack always came out torn up after every fight. The reasons why it seemed like either one could win the fight, even though Jack was totally dominating. I'll explain it when I talk about Itagaki's alleged trolling. Before that, I want to address a delicate topic about Jack. Does this victory truly benefit him? Does it really help Jack as a character? For me, it's tough because it breaks my heart. On one hand, obviously I'm happy that Jack has become so incredibly strong and that he finally won a fight against an antagonist. In heavy quotation marks, important. Since, well, our friend Sukune is not going to be remembered as one of the most popular characters in the series, most likely. But on the other hand, that thing that almost all the fans of the character wanted to happen didn't happen. And that thing is that Jack would leave the path of ruin. As I already mentioned in the last Baki video, in an ideal scenario. In my personal opinion, this fight was a golden opportunity for Jack to finally realize it once and for all. Taking substances isn't the path to becoming the strongest fighter or defeating Yujiro Hanma, but there was a nuance I hadn't considered. And the thing is, we were all expecting a close fight, even with Jack being much weaker than Sukune. Remember, Sukune treated Oliva like a rag. Even though Oliva was widely respected until now, he was as strong or even stronger than Jack. This scenario didn't happen. Jack has destroyed Sukune, catapulting the ogre's illegitimate son ridiculously high up on the power scale. I'll put it simply, not even with 50,000 plot twists for Sukune has he been able to do anything against Jack, which makes it clear to us that this idyllic scenario of Jack being honorably defeated and leaving the wrong path was impossible, considering the overwhelming power that Jack currently has.
He beat him with dirty tactics. Damn it, that's not fair. It doesn't count.
Yeah, shut your mouth if the rules don't forbid it. And both fighters agree anything goes. Period. Now back off. Are you sweating milk? Anyway, it's not over yet. Like I always say, Jack won't settle for this. Probably. I doubt he'll vanish for another 100 manga chapters, but I'm saying this quietly so I don't jinx the series again. Am I really the biggest jinx in damn history? Everything I say, the exact opposite happens. Did you see it with the last video? So, well, I'll say that I hope Jack never stops using chemistry. Let's see if the usual thing happens. It makes sense to think Jack will target one of these three next. Choose them for round 3. I doubt it, but I won't rule it out. He comes to test his strength against his brother and prove his level to his father. Or will he go straight for the latter? Yujiro. Is it likely that Jack will go after Yujiro? Now? Yes, but I think if a fight were to happen, a Jack versus a Baki is more likely, but I also see it as difficult. I just don't know what Itagaki is thinking right now. He's unpredictable and has proven to be a real troll many times. Either way, if any of these scenarios occur, it's another golden opportunity. So Jack would realize his actions are wrong and stop injecting questionable substances into himself. Only God and Itagaki know what will happen here. Now about the troll Itagaki and what comes next. Sometimes it looked like Sukune would use his trick and win. There's a lot to discuss. Now then, why do I say that Itagaki has trolled us? Well, Itagaki has a certain reputation for being somewhat nationalistic. He likes to present his country very positively, even making it seem superior to others. Things like the strongest creature in the world being Japanese. Nearly all the genetic prodigies like Hanayama are from Japan. Japanese fighters also defeat proud Chinese martial artists in their ancient Kempo in tournaments. Obviously, damn it, yes, you can tell that Itagaki is a bit of a nationalist. And hey, it's okay, there's no need to stress. This isn't something directly bad. The guy loves his country and his people, and he likes to make them look good. It's okay. Now, I notice many fans are getting nervous. Many people are trying hard to show that Itagaki isn't a nationalist. I'm not sure what else. And honestly, that's fine. But it's obvious, almost always, Itagaki is like many other masters. Japan's nationalist culture often prioritizes its own people, even in fiction. How many anime have we seen where it seems like only Japan exists in the whole damn world? And maybe the United States, just to use them as a meme. You can think of many examples, and the United States is also often guilty of this. Hundreds and hundreds of movies where an American or the country itself directly saves the world in some way. Or also in characters like Superman. Does the guy have erotic dreams about an American flag? No, it's not a big deal. Itagaki just likes making his country's fighters look cool. Obviously, sometimes it's a little cringe, especially when he nerfs cool and beloved characters like Oliva, just so a Japanese guy looks cooler here with his Sukune. But it's done, no need to suffer, nobody's perfect. I suspect that Itagaki already realizes this fight may end predictably. I mean, since the Canadian has already taken the injections against his kun, a Japanese man who is the living embodiment of sumo, one of Japan's greatest prides. We expected a situation like with Oliva, but instead, he kept destroying his kun the entire time. But the trolling was just getting started. Itagaki, aware that everyone, including myself, suspected that his Sukune was going to pull techniques out of nowhere to defeat Jack. Did Itagaki make this a reality? His Sukune stayed in the fight, literally, thanks to heavy plot armor and story conveniences. Otherwise, the fight would have lasted half a chapter. The worst one, without a doubt, was the infamous.
His Kuna has entered a trance, oh.
Or as I prefer to call it, his kun has entered a trance. This scene was on the same level as Mikey's dark impulses in Tokyo Revengers. I died of cringe. I thought everything was ruined because his kun would win disgustingly, period. Japanese. Trick. Sorry, Jack, but maybe next time. But no, all those ridiculous and stupid power-ups, the trances and the nonsense ended up being useless for him. Jack has won without much trouble. Still, Itagaki has completely shown off and rubbed it in all our faces. He really is amazing. And now I feel bad for doubting him so much. I mean, you can't really blame me completely, but you guys understand me, right? On the other hand, regarding his Sukune, I honestly hope he's okay. Luckily, in this manga, people are like, damn rubber and don't die even if they're shot. But still, I'd feel bad. I don't dislike his kun. Despite all the nonsense his presence has caused, Jack has become one of the strongest fighters in the story. Once again, you can literally count on one hand the fighters who are still alive and can currently stand up to him. We just have to wait and see what the next move will be from our favorite Canadian giant. As for me, that's all for now, folks. My opinion would be pretty neutral since I'm glad that Jack won. And I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional and nearly teared up seeing Jack with his arms raised, while his opponent was devastated. I hurriedly took him out of the ring. But on the other hand, damn, I want Jack to stop destroying himself. And it's not just for his health, since I know he doesn't care about that. It's because I just want him to achieve his goal and reach his full potential. See you in the next videos, guys. Bye. And I'll see you next time.